Welcome to the Annie Jennings PR Real Stories of Success podcast series. Annie Jennings is the creator of the most powerful radio campaign in the country, where you are booked on high-impact shows in top markets, as well as the famous pay-for-placement national television, print, and online media program, where she offers guaranteed deliverables. My name is Stacey Amaral Kaufman. I'm the radio director for Annie Jennings PR, and we are sharing another real story of success to give listeners an inside look into what it's like to work with Annie Jennings PR. And today we're joined by Fortune 500 leadership consultant Anna Conrad. She's author of Revolution, One Man's Leadership Journey, and founder of Impact Leadership Solutions. Anna was on board for an 8-interview campaign, and when she was finished, she was heard on over 310 radio stations. This includes big media brands such as CBS Radio, iHeart Media, and on national shows with popular hosts like Gordon Deal, blanketing the country with her message and her expertise. So welcome, Anna. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Stacey.
So right off the bat, I would love to ask you about your experience in working with our radio division, of course. You know, that does happen to be with me, as well as our media trainer, Jason, our award-winning media trainer, Jason. What did you think about that experience and whether or not the campaign exceeded your expectations?
Well, the experience was absolutely fabulous, and it more than exceeded my expectations. As you mentioned earlier, I was actually not really prepared and not really expecting to get such wide coverage. So that was pretty amazing. And talk about fun to work with and flexible. The whole staff was just absolutely amazing.
And then what did you learn, if anything, from doing the radio interviews? How helpful do you think the media training was to get you prepared for your experience?
Well, the media training was absolutely invaluable. Before I always thought that I was an okay speaker. I mean, that's actually what I get paid to do every day. But it's different speaking in front of a crowd or doing one-on-one coaching than it is actually going for a radio audience. And your media trainer, Jason, was fabulous. I mean, what he helped me do was really learn how to consolidate and properly articulate the message that I wanted to bring forth. Without him, I probably would have just been a blathering fool, just talking and talking and talking.
And that's something that you definitely are not, Anna. That's for sure.
Thank you.
That's for sure. Now, do you feel like when you were working with the radio interviews and through the interviews that the campaign and the shows that you were doing, that everything was, personalized, that you were heard and you were taken care of, almost like you were a friend?
Absolutely. What I loved about working with the staff, with you and with Jason, was that you guys really got to know what I really wanted, what my target was. You didn't just try to plug me in anybody that would take me. You knew where I wanted to be, what my best audience would be, and you listened to me. I've worked with other people before, and they just, especially for pay for placements, they just kind of put me wherever. And I have to say, whoa, I don't want to do this. And you guys kind of knew. And when I said, no, I don't want to do interviews at 8:00 on a Saturday morning, you guys were okay with that. I say my family comes first. I have very specific hours that I'm going to do interviews with, and you guys worked within that, and I appreciate that.
And did you experience throughout the campaign or even afterwards any bump in website traffic or possibly even book sales?
I did. I had a 25% increase in website traffic. The book sales, I had additional book sales as well. That, however, neither of those were really what I was going for. What I really wanted to do with the radio campaign, my main goal was to increase my credibility and therefore be able to eventually charge, and eventually came extremely soon, to charge higher speaking engagements, speaking fees, as well as increase my footprint. And both of those I actually did.
So you just said that you were able to start charging higher fees for your work relatively soon after the radio. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, I have, based on what I do for a living, we do have set fees. And what I noticed was I felt more confident in saying the higher fees, because we do have a range. And, whether it was because of the confidence I felt because of this additional credibility, or whether it was because I can point to, hey, look, been an expert featured on over 300 radio stations. I've been able to get higher fees. Again, whether it's because I'm asking for it or just whether because people are accepting it more, I'm not certain, but it's already paid off.
What would you say to someone who might be on the fence about working with Annie Jennings?
Oh gosh, well, jump over that fence really quickly because it was worth every single moment that I spent with them. The training that I got as well as the exposure was absolutely invaluable. And just the feeling like that they were on my side, it wasn't just a business to them, because to me it's not just a business. This is more, what we're doing is more than just for my business. This is my brand, it's me, and I felt like I was really taken care of.
All right, Anna. Well, thank you so much. I'll tell our listeners that you can learn more about Fortune 500 leadership consultant Anna Conrad, again, author of Revolution, One Man's Leadership Journey, and founder of Impact Leadership Solutions, online at impactleadershipsolutions.com. Thanks again.
Great. Thank you so much.
This podcast is presented by Annie Jennings of the national publicity firm Annie Jennings PR. For more information on how you too can experience national media success and guaranteed deliverables, please visit Annie Jennings.